I went to Mexico City, part of this joint venture, and one of the things that was kind of funny to other people around it, I had prepared all these books that were part of the pitch as what was going to be used for a pitch to the Mexican government by our proposed partner. And I don't know if you remember seeing some of these. They're kind of a square-shaped deal with a top that it folds down and makes it a little. I can't describe it too well, but they're pretty good sized little cases for business cases. I had about 7 of those things.
Oh.
And these people that were checking me in, and when I got to Mexico City, made some remark. He must be pretty smart because he's got a lot of books. They thought they were pretty smart.
Well, did it go well in Mexico?
The company decided not to. We have a facility in Mexico. Have had for a long time in Monterrey. But they've had several studies along the years to see about increasing their operations in Mexico. I don't know where it stands now. I hadn't been involved in it, of course, for a long time. But it was very interesting, very enjoyable. I remember one of the early evenings when I was down there, I was invited to this guy's home for dinner. And we were still eating dinner, about finished, at midnight. Their policy is to eat a little bit late.
A lot of it late. They had siestas, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes some time
They
off.
eat that late. Goodness, that's really late.
I remember they were all, and I understood Spanish fairly well,
Well, yeah.
They were all speaking Spanish, and I had this little dictionary, Spanish-English dictionary. I got it out of my pocket and put it on the table so everybody could see it. And give me a hint. I speak English, basically.
Yes.
And I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
But really, it was an interesting experience.
Oh.
And I spent a couple of weeks in Brazil, and that was
I remember that.
interesting too.
And then you went to Europe.
Yes, in 66, I think it was. I was gone for a month.
A month. I was going to say 4 weeks. Yeah.
And that's when I got this letter or card from your mother saying Patty was having trouble with her Spanish.
Yes, I did.
Sorry for her.
Yeah, here she was. That's a long time.
Yeah, it was. And of course, it wasn't intended to be that long. It was set out to be maybe 3 weeks. But I had just taken on a new job, and part of that job had to do with consolidating statements of our operations around the world. And so I had an opportunity to sit down and go over some of these things with the local people in Brussels, Belgium, and France, and Great Britain.
How neat.
And Lake Geneva. Geneva, not Lake Geneva, but Geneva. And so that really made it. Part of that time, probably 3/4 of that time, a buddy who was working with me on this special project, and we were together. He stayed maybe a week less than I did, so we didn't go back together. But while he was there, we were able to do a lot of sightseeing.
You got good pictures from that trip.
Yeah, I have some very pretty pictures
Yes.
on this.